Welcome to the Diageo Bar Academy webinar about food and spirits. And today I have a treat for you. I have two amazing chefs from a place in Oslo called COYO. And when I visited, I just was blown away about the passion and, of course, the quality of it. So today I have with me Katarina and Christian. Let's start with you, Christian. How did you get that passion for food and drinks and the culture?
Well, actually, when I had like 8 years old, I had a taqueria, Mexican street food with my family, and I was making real pastor, real suadero taquitos, tripita taquitos, and of course we call them tortas, like it's like sandwich, but not any sandwich. It's a really big sandwich to stop with hungry all day long. So we had Tatiana torta, milanesa con queso torta. So I found my passion there, because I swear I was making the best recipes around the city, of course, when I was 10 years old. Then I had my goals in the life. I studied gastronomy in Cancun and two master's degrees in gastronomy. So right now, my goal is to become the real or the best Mexican chef here in Europe. So I will start here in Norway. That's my goal.
It's a good place to start. And your passion, where did it come from?
Well, I was really badly looking for a job a few years ago, and I found Chris, and I started to work like basically everything he asked me for. And I found it that was pretty easy for me to do all the recipes he asked me to. Like, he basically needed to show me one time and done. So was next, and I went through all the school with him, and of course I started to study everything. And I'm from Serbia, but I had to learn even more than Mexicans in order to get that flavor and to follow his lead, So I think that I became very, very good left or right hand for him. And even when we had closed eyes, we could work together knowing what the other one is doing and the steps. So there was the moment that I realized that this is what I really love, the whole part of the culture, Mexico, of course, including the drinks and the food both.
Oh, that's so good. And you really got the culture, because I thought you were Mexican.
Thank you. You're
right.
The first one.
Yeah. So I wanna talk a little bit about spirits and food. That's why we're here today as well.
Sure.
And you know Mexico so well. Why is spirits so much more integrated in Mexican food culture than in many others?
Well, to be honest, the Mexican ground is so rich. So you can find agave, you can find blue Weber agave, for example, everywhere. Cactus everywhere, for example.
Yeah.
So we have tequila and mezcal in abundance. Of course, there is some states they are making the best, but in the food, in the drinks world, always there is a pairing. In Mexico, I can say Mexico tastes tequila. Mexico tastes mezcal. That's the point. Yeah.
So when you smell it, you go, home.
Of course. Okay. One of my philosophies, for example, here in Norway, is if I don't remember my land, my family, with the smelling or taste of my food or drinks, no, never to the guests, never.
No, that's good to hear. Yeah. And you guys had a trip. Tell me a little bit about the trip you had. Did you pick up anything? Where did you go, briefly? And what did you pick up?
Well, our trips more or less lately every year we are having January, February, more or less months to go. Actually, we get inspired for the whole year doing recipes, and it's not just vacation sitting in the beach. Actually, it's every day it's another city. If we are there 30 days, we are in 30 different cities in 10 states. We don't sleep, we even get sick because when you don't sleep and you don't have routines of eating, drinking, sometimes we sleep in the bus because we are traveling from Mexico is huge, but the point is we need to get all the flavors, because you go from one state to another, it's different country, whole different recipes, drinks, the way they drink it. what we did got surprised, like we knew it from before that started to be popular, but like now, right now in Mexico, it's so popular to drink mezcal. It's like really in, you know, going to drink mezcal, and there is actually bars that are selling only mezcals, and people started to produce, and it's even more popular than tequila. Personally, I'm more fan of tequila. I like it more. It's like more my style. But this is just the trend right now in Mexico. But yeah, it's crazy how different things are. Like same recipes you can try in 20 different ways. I mean, like 31. It's the number of the states. So that was like huge experience for us. Like getting to know from each state, from each town, what is that they eat there. You know, you cannot go and eat, you know, pizza or something. You need to eat what is their like local food or drinks as well.
Oh, really cool. So you also went to the Don Julio distillery.
Yes, yes. That was actually one of the best experience because first of all, we had very nice guide, like two guys that a girl and a guy that were very nice. And they did, even though they are Mexicans, they did the interview in English because we wanted to record for our people to show here in Norway how is, you know, like Don Julio actually, and it's our favorite tequila, as you can see. So it was very nice experience to see where it's coming from everything. You know, you take the bottle, you can say it's I don't know, half liter, 1 liter of tequila, but then you can see how many hours of working actually it's 1 liter one bottle of tequila. It's crazy how many people it's behind and how hard is that job and risky as well. Like those people are on daily basis risking their life because it's cooking and, you know, it's cutting agave and piñas. It's not something that it's easy. So it was wonderful experience, and definitely we will be back.
Yeah, that's good. And at the end of this session, I will share the YouTube channels and your Instagram. We will share that at the end. I heard that you guys have some amazing videos and clips from there. Let's come back to that. But first of all, as a chef and knowing the food culture, is it any combinations of food and spirits that kind of like, that is something you really like? We could be all day. This could be a late night show, but give us the tops.
Well, to start, we need to understand that the tequila is really friendly, and mezcal as well, with salty stuff. Like that's to start.
Okay.
So, of course, you can make like a better taste in some tequilas when you add salt or gusano salt, for example, or something, Himalaya salt and all those things, and lime. You put lime or some orange or mandarin or I don't know, and you will get a really good product after that. So another thing is there is a good alcohol. So you can flame the food with the tequila, with the mezcal, and get some smoky flavors, you know. So that's another point. We are using a lot in breads, for example. In
spirits in breads?
Yes, of course.
Wow.
Yeah. You are making the bread with mezcal, and then you are making like pigs, you know, like porks, it's like art. You know, there's a lot of art there, and then you bake it, and then all the kitchens smell like, wow.
It smells like Mexico.
Yeah, I don't know, like espadín. Everywhere espadín, like it's amazing.
So the agave espadín is really aromatic when you use it for cooking.
Yeah, that's a good advice for you. For example, from agave, we can get the pulque. I don't know if you know about the pulque.
Yeah.
It is made with the honey from the plant. Yeah. And this fermentation, and with that fermentation, you can make the yar from to make a bread as well. So, oh my god, the flavor is amazing.
Because pulque is actually fermented agave.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's before you distillate it.
Yes, of course.
I also read in the histories that the old indigenous people of Mexico, the priests and the higher classes would be able to drink pulque before they learn how to distillate.
Yeah, pulque is amazing, and he's back. You know, he's back in the country. So we can make salsas, for example, in the molcajete with ants, insects, pulque, and dried chilies. It's amazing. With fresh tortilla, for example. On desserts, we have a lot of spirits as well. Yeah. Not just to flame. No. For example, we can say tequila cheesecake, something different. something amazing.
I'm in. So now you got me hungry.
Yeah.
Just by listening to you, I become hungry, and so we're now getting a demonstration of how guacamole can be done the real way, and we prepared something here, and we want you to all that you are the webinar to learn how to do it. So Katarina will do a presentation for us. We will also share the recipe with everyone, and we can go ahead. I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too. Come on.
Well, in this case, we won't use one ingredient that, for example, we're using COYO as a base, but you can do it with or without, which is garlic. So, I have here tomato. We made the mise en place in order to be easier.
Is it regular tomatoes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have onion, lime, pomegranate. We use it because we like this, sweet, sour mix with avocado. And we have some coriander, salt, and pepper, of course. Then we have here main ingredients, which is avocado. The thing is, when you take avocado, it shouldn't be too hard. But if you see there is parts that is like water, it's bad.
Okay.
So if it's like medium hard, then that's perfect for guacamole. Here we have special knife for avocado that we brought from Mexico. And I'll just put it here on the side, the seed. So first you can take the spoon and take all avocado out.
Wow, that looks perfect.
Take everything because since avocado is expensive, you don't want to have any waste.
The recipe starts from the supermarket. It's important to know that because you need to have the touch, the hand to choose the perfect ingredients.
Ooh.
This one is breaking a little bit.
Really?
But that's because there are some avocados that are a little bit long like this one. Normally we don't like to use it. We have special supplier that is bringing for Mexico. They are more like round.
Okay.
Because they are easier to manage. I will just take some paper so you can see in my hand.
Oh, the smell's already coming.
Oh, just wait.
So if you don't have, this is molcajete and it's volcanic stone. We brought it from Querétaro. But if you don't have molcajete, which is originally way to make salsas in Mexico, then you can just do it by chopping very, very, very small pieces.
Of course, this is adding a little bit of flair to it as well.
Yes.
So a muddler and
exactly
basically a bowl.
If you have, in your case, if you use garlic, then first you need to make like garlic puree and then you put avocado.
Okay.
So we will put all ingredients. I'll just take back my spoon.
Tomatoes.
Coriander, tomato.
Fresh coriander, fresh tomato, onion, of course.
And in the end, I will put lime.
Oh, so that goes in the end.
Yes, because then you can not get like dirty all over.
Yeah.
If you start to chop with. I will not put. This is small lime, so I put a little bit more than half. Normally, just half enough. Salt, well, let's say it's half teaspoon, same as pepper. In our case, we will not measure by spoon. And you can just mix it, but mix it so you can get the flavor of molcajete as well.
You know what is the amazing part? The molcajete is from before the Spain people went to conquest Mexico. And we are already in 2020 and we can get it on our tables. I mean, you can go to COYO and try it, but for example in Mexico, this one, and tortillas, and a lot of food is still from pre-Hispanic culture, of course. So the conquest was not just Spain it's cultural as well.
So I can put pomegranate on the top.
Just the seeds, right?
Yes.
Yep.
And you can try it, enjoy it, eat. Normally we use it with tortilla chips, but if you want, you can put some just tortilla or I don't know if you want any other snack. In Mexico, you can use it with, we call it chicharrón. It's like pork skin that is fried before. It's very tasty. So you can use it wherever you want. But this one, without this chicharrón, which is not healthy, this is super healthy and very nice snack, and you can use it with the dinner, as breakfast, on the toast, as you want.
It's salty, it's creamy, it's sour, so it's perfect with the tequila or mezcal shot as well.
Yeah.
Of course.
I'm gonna go straight into it. I just wanna, before we end off, I just wanna go say a little bit, because at COYO you actually have wagons that goes and you do it in front of the tables, this process.
Yeah, we like our guests to feel the Mexican experience as soon as closer to the Mexican culture real.
Yeah.
So to see, to choose your ingredients, to smell everything on your table, this is Mexican experience. Because guacamole, everyone knows that you cannot keep it on the fridge like 2 days. No, it has to be fresh. If it is not fresh, it's not guacamole. I can tell you, that's a Mexican, of course.
It's not something you buy at the supermarket.
Yes.
Yeah, and there is, but this is not guacamole. We need to be honest.
So, you have a YouTube channel?
Yes.
Yeah? What is the address for it?
Well, my videos are named like, it's called in Spanish, Serbia Viajando por Mexico, but just my name and surname, Katarina Maksimović, it's fine, you can find it by that name.
Yeah, but the Instagram, that's where the most of the pictures are. So what's the Instagram?
Yes, same, katarina.maksimović. You can find me, and there I'm posting like daily lifestyle plus things from COYO, recipes that we are doing. Yeah, like it's more activity there.
And you have quite a bit of videos out there. And what is yours, YouTube?
Well, my YouTube channel is Chef con Cámara. So I'm trying to show you how to cook from the base, not just Mexican food, but for example, some bread or something like from the bases to the top on the Mexican gastronomy. That's the point. And Instagram as well. But Instagram is more like we are showing like how we are making or preparing the stuff, Mexican food in COYO, for example, or outside, for example.
Okay, we'll be sharing all of that. And I wish you could be here now, because now I'm gonna taste this. And I also have Don Julio Cristalino.
Yes.
Which is a claro anejo.
Yes.
To go with it. And I wish you all could be here together with
Buen
me
provecho.
now.
Enjoy.
Salty, sweet, fresh, creamy. It got everything.
And now tequila.
And pairing.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is food and spirits in a perfect combination.